Deep beneath the icy and murky waters of the Baltic Sea, a discovery was made in June 2011 that would baffle scientists, geologists, and treasure hunters for years to come. A Swedish diving team known as Ocean X was searching for an old shipwreck when their sonar picked up something extraordinary. Resting 300 feet below the surface was a massive circular object, roughly 60 meters in diameter. At first glance, it didn't look like a natural rock formation. Its perfectly rounded edges and straight lines gave it a haunting resemblance to a crashed UFO, or perhaps a legendary spacecraft from another world. This was the beginning of one of the greatest underwater mysteries of the modern age. As the divers approached the object to get a closer look, things began to take a terrifying turn. The team reported that all of their electronic equipment, satellite phones, professional cameras, and even sonar devices completely stopped working as soon as they got within 200 meters of the structure. It was as if an invisible force field was protecting the site. When they moved further away, the equipment mysteriously started working again. The divers described the object as having a rough, stone-like surface, but with strange corridors, 90-degree angles, and even what appeared to be a staircase. It looked more like a man-made fortress or a piece of advanced technology than a simple sea rock. Speculations began to fly wild. Was it a secret Nazi weapon from World War II? Some experts suggested it could be a high-tech submarine trap or a top-secret radio jammer. Others, however, pointed toward the stars, believing it to be an ancient extraterrestrial ship that had crashed into the ocean thousands of years ago. Geologists have argued that it could simply be a rare glacial deposit, a remnant of the Ice Age. But even today, the Baltic Sea Anomaly remains a puzzle. No one has been able to explain why it exists, or why it seems to reject the very technology we use to study it. For now, it remains silent, buried in the dark abyss, keeping its secrets hidden from the world.
Next one.
The ocean is a vast, mysterious, and often unforgiving place. But even in the long history of the sea, few stories are as chilling as the mystery of the Kaz II. In April 2007, a helicopter crew spotted a beautiful 12-meter luxury yacht drifting aimlessly off the northern coast of Australia. To the observers from above, everything looked perfectly normal. The sails were up, and the boat was moving steadily with the wind. However, when rescuers finally boarded the ship, they were met with a scene that felt like a snapshot frozen in time. The yacht was completely empty. The three experienced sailors, Derek Batten and brothers Peter and James Tunstead, were nowhere to be found. They had vanished without a trace into the endless blue horizon. What made the discovery truly haunting was what lay inside the cabin. This wasn't a ship that had been hit by a violent storm or attacked by pirates. The engine was still running, purring quietly in the background. On the dining table, fresh food was laid out, ready to be eaten. A laptop was turned on and functioning, as if someone had just stepped away for a brief moment. All the life jackets and emergency gear were still in their proper places, untouched. There were no signs of a struggle, no blood, and absolutely no damage to the vessel. It was as if the crew had simply dissolved into thin air, leaving their entire lives behind in an instant. The silence on board was deafening, and the mystery only grew deeper with every passing second. Investigation teams searched thousands of miles of ocean for weeks, but not a single body was ever recovered. The official theory suggests that a sudden freak wave might have knocked one man overboard and the others fell in while trying to rescue him. But many experts find this hard to believe, given how calm the conditions were and how perfectly the items on the table were still arranged. Was it an abduction? A sudden mass panic? Or did they encounter something out there that we don't yet understand? To this day, the story of the Kaz II remains one of the most famous maritime mysteries. A ghost ship that tells a silent story of a journey that never reached its destination. The Kaz II continues to drift in our memories, reminding us that the sea still holds secrets we may never uncover.
Next one.
Off the coast of Key Biscayne, Florida, hidden 40 feet beneath the turquoise waves, lies a city unlike any other on Earth. This is the Neptune Memorial Reef, a massive underwater structure that serves as a final resting place for those who loved the ocean. As you descend into the deep blue, you are met by a magnificent stone gate, guarded by majestic lion statues that are slowly being claimed by the sea. Corals and sea plants wrap around the ancient-looking pillars, creating a hauntingly beautiful entrance to this underwater sanctuary. It is a place where life and death meet in the silent embrace of the Atlantic Ocean. Floating through the reef, you will encounter eerie stone statues of angels and silent guardians standing watch over the seafloor. Schools of colorful tropical fish dart between the structures, bringing a strange sense of life to this underwater cemetery. The atmosphere is profoundly quiet, broken only by the sound of your own breathing. The sunlight from above pierces through the water in long, ethereal beams, illuminating the statues like ghosts in the dark. Every corner of this memorial tells a story of a soul that chose to return to the sea, turning their legacy into a living coral reef for future generations. Spanning over 16 acres, the Neptune Memorial Reef is often called the City of the Dead. Walking, or rather swimming, through its stone columns and pathways feels like discovering a lost civilization, a modern-day Atlantis. It is both beautiful and terrifying in its scale. As the reef grows, the stone structures will eventually disappear under a thick layer of coral, leaving behind only the mysterious shapes of a sunken world. For those who visit, it is a reminder of the ocean's immense power to transform even the most solid stone into part of its eternal mystery. A silent kingdom waiting for the tides to turn.
Next one.
At the bottom of the western Pacific Ocean lies the deepest point on our planet, the Mariana Trench. It is a world of crushing pressure and absolute eternal darkness. Imagine a canyon nearly 7 miles deep where the sun's rays can never reach. Here, the temperature is near freezing, and the weight of the water above is like having an elephant standing on your thumb. When a small submarine turns on its powerful lights, it reveals a landscape that looks more like the surface of another planet than Earth. Jagged, rocky walls and vast, lonely plains of silt stretch out into the black abyss where no human was ever meant to go. In this realm of darkness, life has taken on forms that are the stuff of nightmares. Terrifying deep-sea creatures like the anglerfish and the fangtooth lurk in the shadows with their translucent skin and glowing bioluminescent lures. These monsters have evolved long, needle-like teeth and glowing eyes to survive in a world where food is scarce and danger is everywhere. They move like ghosts through the black water, waiting for the slightest vibration of a prey. Seeing these creatures in their natural habitat is a chilling reminder that we know more about the surface of the moon than we do about the life thriving at the bottom of our own oceans. But the most disturbing mysteries of the Mariana Trench are the ones that defy explanation. In recent years, deep-sea explorers have reported seeing strange metallic structures and mysterious blue lights at the very bottom of the trench. Are these ancient geological formations, or could they be something more, perhaps a secret base or technology left behind by a civilization we have yet to discover? The pressure at this depth is so intense that nothing man-made should be able to survive, yet the mystery remains. As we continue to dive deeper into the abyss, the Mariana Trench keeps its secrets well guarded, reminding us that there are still places on Earth where the darkness is absolute and the truth is hidden forever.